Good morning and welcome back to Kirkstone. This is the second thrilling, and I don't use the word lightly, instalment of the MegaHaul unboxing, the three-part unboxing from Knobs and Blobs UK. Benjamin Bannister, trading as Knobs and Blobs on eBay UK, sent me an enormous pile of boxes the other day, you may recall, and we still have the two largest boxes to come. So as if the giddy heights of the last unboxing weren't enough, there's even more superfluity and magnanimity to arrive on our doorstep very, very soon. So let's crack on, because there's going to be a few things to delight our senses and amaze our perception this time round. So let's have a look in the second box and add to our pre-existing haul. What could possibly be in this large box, we wonder? How can we add to this already magniloquent display of plants from arid lands around the world? And can we extend even our geographical remit? So we had plants from North America and plants from South Africa last time. Will that change? Well, we just don't know. Let's discard the unnecessary and concentrate only on the germane and the essential. What have we got? Well, I have a few carefully wrapped items here. And this is very light. One may almost wonder whether there was anything in here at all. Dig, 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 dig. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. We just don't know what this is. I'll actually try and work out what things are before I get to them. I'm not doing very well here. This is a small agave, and this is an offset, an offshoot of an agave called isthmensis. Isn't that a lovely name? And this is a beautiful variegated clone of agave isthmensis, a Japanese clone. I seem to use that word Japanese a lot, don't I? They really are incredibly active in the whole cloning, evil scientist mixing genes and splicing therapy of succulent plants and cacti, and other plants as well. I mean, I'm very active in the amaryllis and hippeastrum world, and they're just the same there. But anyway, this is a clone of agave isthmensis called Ohi-Raijin. Now, Raijin, as you may remember, has some kind of a link to the Japanese thunder god. But anyway, there we are. That's a lovely, lovely little variegated agave isthmensis. Okay, I shall put that down and start a new line in the Hall of Halls, the King of Halls, a exemplar of botanical haulage. I'm raining polystyrene. To the tune of I'm raining men, I'm raining polystyrene. Now here's another one. It's heavy-ish, but not heavy enough to be a cactus, I don't think. So this is a non-cactus succulent. Let's see here. Discarding trails of paper in my wake as I navigate the uncertain topography of, well, opening plants. And this is a very, very dark-skinned, dark-leaved Gasteria. Oh, that's a lovely plant, isn't it? And that's Gasteria nigrescens. Now again, I will remind viewers that Benjamin doesn't waste money on plant labels or invoices or pieces of paper to identify plants, so it can often be a bit of a guessing game working around the uncertain nomenclature of plants which look very, very similar. But this, I am quite certain, is a non-spotted Casteria, and there are not many that fit that description. Okay, so we have a loose bundle of plants here, which I'll be very careful to keep in a clump. I have no desire to split those up yet. So that's a very, very dark-leaved Casteria, which I'm taking to be at this stage nigrescens before I pot it up. Isn't that lovely? Right, let's put that one down here. Another large Casteria clump. It's the second large Casteria clump that we've had so far. In fact, I think I'll divert from my normal predictable planning to focus in on there, because what I'd really like people to see is just how many plants you're getting there. I mean, I often say there's one main plant and several offspring, but this one is offsetting quite magnificently here. Even the offset, as you can see, there's a small offset. I should indicate with the yellow arrow. There's a small offset here. Look at that for special effects. Pretty good, eh? There's a small arrow here, and there's another small offset coming out of the small offset. Cats have fleas upon their backs to bite 'em, and those fleas have smaller fleas, and so ad infinitum. So that's the kind of situation we have here. There must be 30, 40, maybe even 50 small heads secreted away inside that main clump. That's absolutely gorgeous. So I'll just do a skillful pan back. I'm not that skillful, I've got my hand in the way, and carry on with the unboxing. So what have we got here in this next section? We have something largish and spiny-ish, but again the weight would not tend to signify a member of the Cactaceae. Now after my last unboxing from Benjamin, I had a rather magnificent Agave Victoria Reginae on display, which we then potted up and photographed and put on Facebook and the Kirkstone Botanica 2007 Instagram page, and I was contacted by somebody and they said, is there any way you could get me one of those glorious, fabulous, white marked Queen Victoria agaves? That isn't actually what they said, I'm paraphrasing for the sake of entertainment. They did actually say, that was a great plant there, can you get me one? And I said, I'll try, and indeed Benjamin had another one. So that's a second fantastic Victoria Reginae, which will only be in the greenhouse temporarily, and which I will not be potting up, because obviously I have to send it to my friend dry rooted for its own safety. Okay, Agave Victoriae Reginae, one of my favourite plants, one of my top 15 plants I would say, and the others in that group of marked agaves. Now then, this is a biggish bundle. And what this is that's a sharp spine at a funny angle. What could that be? Look at those spines coming out of the top. That's interesting, isn't it? What could this be? It's another mystery, but I'm not going to sing the mystery song this time. This is, it really is a mystery, because it's not that heavy. I don't know, it's heavy-ish. It's not that heavy though, it's not really heavy. This is, well, I should have guessed from the spines really. The spines were the clue, and I was too feeble-minded to see what was happening. This, by its spininess, should have made me think straight away Echinocactus. And this will be the fourth member of the genus to arrive here. And this is a purple marked, which often happens with this plant, Echinocactus platyacanthus. So along with the Echinocactus grosoni alba, the white-spined barrel cactus that we've had for 40 odd years, and Echinocactus horizonthalonius, which we have two of, with different spinations. This is clearly an offset, you can see from the way it's grown, much bigger than any offset I've ever seen of Echinocactus platyacanthus. And that is a savagely spined guy. It really is. Really is a very, very robustly spined plant. I think Echinocacti and Ferrocacti are possibly the most heavily armoured of, certainly of North American cacti. So there we are, you can see that variation in colour with the purple shading into the green. Hopefully you can. Echinocactus platyacanthus. So we'll have to plant that one pretty deep and encourage those roots. We've just got a couple of roots there starting to come out separately to grow from where it was attached before. That's a very large and very important plant. Echinocactus platyacanthus. The flat-ribbed Echinocactus. Right, do we have anything else in here? We do. We do. We also have, so I haven't been spined yet, as a clue, I haven't been spined. And that is a very unusual and very lovely plant, which I've been after for a long time. And that is a very, very green, very soft leaved, very large growing, and in this particular case, very well rooted. Do you know what it is? Because it's atypical. It doesn't look like other members of its genus. It is actually a very soft leaved and very large Haworthia. Does it look like a Haworthia? It really doesn't. I'm trying to work out how I would plant that. I think I'd have to plant that in a kind of double-sided, bilaterally symmetrical shape like that, because each of those, I wouldn't say which one was the offset, each of the heads is of equal size, and a very, very unusual plant. And it's got some strong roots coming down there now, but it may actually, I'm looking at it there, it may actually come apart so easily I may be tempted to plant each one as a separate plant. I haven't decided yet, I really haven't. So there's that one down as well, a large Haworthia. And that is the end, everybody, of the second episode of the mega haul from Knobs and Blobs. So I'll just fly over that very quickly. We have that fascinating, very large leaved, very soft leaved Euphorbia planifolia. You don't see many of those. You don't get many of those to the pound. It's a very large plant, a very unusual construction. I mean, that leaf there, the one I'm holding, is about 2 inches across. So if you didn't know, if you weren't in the know of these things, I don't think that most people would immediately look at that and say, oh, Haworthia. It's quite un-Haworthia-like in its gross morphology. We have that very spiny Echinocactus platyacanthus. As I say, is a fourth member of the Echinocactus genus to come into the greenhouse. Lovely, lovely plant there, but I must get it rooted up soon so it can at least grow a few roots before the winter comes. Then we have that large dark-skinned Gasteria clump, nigrescens, with its multitude of heads, incredibly rich dark green. I hope you can see that. It's really a very unusual colour, almost a cross between teal and whatever the darkest green you know is. It's a dark bluey green, quite iridescent in its greeny blueness. Lovely. And then of course we had that agave Victoria Reginae, Queen Victoria's agave, which unfortunately cannot stay in the greenhouse with its sister because it is promised to another man. Its heart may wish to be here, but its hand has been promised long ago. Poor Queen Victoria. She shall soon be back in the post to her new friend. Let's hope the new friend is a kind friend. And then finally, from that second delivery, we have that a small offset of agave isthmensis. This is the Japanese clone Ohiraijin, with that medial white stripe on those bluey grey leaves. And the older leaves are more greenish, which makes for a lovely contrast. There's another special effect there as I roll the plant between my fingers and rotate it about its longest axis. There we are. Isn't that nice? Agave isthmensis, Ohiraijin hybrid. Okay, so that's it. That's 2 boxes done of this mega haul from Knobs and Blobs. So we had the Gasteria. We had a Haworthia hybrid. We have a Haworthia planifolia, very unusual plant. We have that very large echinocactus, Platyacanthus, and then we have that small agave. Okay, so that concludes the second exciting episode. I'll just pan back to show the mega haul in its assemblage. The troops are massing, the forces are gathering. The army of Benjamin is laid out on the table, almost ready to be potted up. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. Don't forget to visit the Kirkstone Botanica Facebook page, where you can chat and join in all kinds of exciting fun. And then check out the high resolution and enhanced photographs on Kirkstone Botanica 2007 over on Instagram. Bye bye for now. Bye bye from Kirkstone. Bye bye.